Hello students, welcome to your online class. Till now we have studied how to make recombinant DNA and how to put that recombinant DNA into the host organism. In today's lecture we will study about how to obtain the desired product or protein from that host organism. So to obtain the product we need some devices. Large tanks are required. Those tanks are known as bioreactors. These can also be made in the lab in the culture medium, but that is generally in small amount. So for commercial production, we need bioreactors. We have two major type of bioreactor. One is stirred type of bioreactor and the other is sparge type of bioreactor, also known as sparger type. So first of all, we will concentrate on stirred type of bioreactors. So this type of bioreactor has a steel tank which is curved from the bottom and also curved from the upper portion. Now we have an inlet here for steam, for sterilization, and we have an outlet here for obtaining the product. Then we have thermometer for temperature regulation. We have a small port here known as pH port, and this is pH probe for checking the pH of the medium which is present here. If it is acidic, we add a dilute alkaline medium, and if it is basic, we add bit of acid in this to regulate the pH. And then we have here motor attached to it. So this is the motor here, and with motor we have this shaft connected to it. This is the shaft, and in this shaft we have blades. So these are the blades, and this container is filled with the nutrient medium, and the amount of this is kept 3/4. It is not filled up to the neck, it is filled only 3/4. So here we have nutrient medium for the growth of E. coli transformants. It can be E. coli, it can be some other bacteria or some other organism in which we have put our recombinant DNA. So for the growth of those bacteria or anything host organism, we need a nutrient medium, and to provide proper optimum condition, we have thermometer for temperature regulation, we have pH port for sterilization, we have steam, and for obtaining the product we have the outlet port. This is the outlet port. Now for temperature regulation we have one more thing. We have a jacket here, and this jacket is filled with water. We have an inlet here and an outlet here for water. If the temperature is high, we put cold water, and if the temperature is low, we put warm water. Like this we control the temperature of this medium, so as to provide the proper optimum condition for the growth of host organism. Now we will discuss about the function of this blades. If the motor moves, you know the shaft will also move, and along with the shaft the blade will also move. Now these tool, the lower blades, are generally for mixing the products so that the proper air, proper nutrient can be mixed and the growth of bacteria is good. And this is the topmost blade is generally for breaking the broth, because if the froth formation is high, it will hinder the supply of free oxygen. So the bacteria will not get oxygen and it will not grow properly. So these blades keep breaking the froth so that we can have the good growth of bacteria. So once we check that the product we are getting from here is good, then the system keeps on working. We keep on adding the inoculum. Inoculum is what? Few recombinant या transformants bacteria or host organisms, and then it will multiply, and along with the multiplication of the bacteria, the gene of interest will also be multiplied, and if the gene of interest is multiplied, so by the process of transcription and translation we will get the desired protein which we can obtain it from here. So this is all about the stirred type of bioreactors. Now we will discuss about the other type of bioreactor, that is the sparger type. Sparge or sparger type of bioreactor. So the basic principle in both the type of bioreactor is same, but the this outline is bit different. Now it is curved from the bottom and it has a jacket, water jacket, but this is more or less rectangular in shape like this, and it has no water jacket. In fact, it has for air, it has a pipe connected here at the bottom. This pipe is curved from the inside like this. We have holes in these pipes and we blow air from here and the air passes on like this. It will produce the bubbles, and as the bubbles rises up, the air is supplied to the nutrient medium present here. So the bacteria get proper supply of oxygen and the growth is good. Like this, here we also have the pH port system, then pH probe, then thermometer for regulation of temperature, and rest the procedure is same. So here we have for mixing blades, motor attached to it, and here for proper mixing we have this sparge. This is known as sparge, and that's why this type of bioreactor is known as sparger type of bioreactor. So as the bubble rises up, the air get mixed properly with the nutrient medium. Rest, the process is same in both, in stirred type of bioreactor as well as in sparger type of bioreactor. So what do we do after we get the product from here? First of all, after getting the product from here in large quantity, we purify it. So the first step is obtaining the product, and then second, purification, or we also call it as purification or sterilization. The third is clinical testing. Now this product is tested whether it is fit for the human use or not, or for the other purpose for which we have made this product. So this clinical testing or trial is done at multiple levels, and it generally takes time, and this trial is different for different kind of products. After we have done enough clinical testing and we are satisfied that the product is good, what do? We give it for selling, commercialization, and then we send it to the market for selling this product. So the last step is marketing after we have done enough clinical trials. So this is the procedure. This 4 step comes under downstreaming process. So this is done for large scale. In small scale, what you can do, you can culture the bacteria in the lab also, but that is just for experimentation process. If you have to commercialize the product, you have to use the bioreactors, either stirred or sparge, and then we have to go through this downstreaming processes, and then our product is ready for marketing. So this is all about the bioreactor and the downstreaming process. With this, we have completed the first chapter of our biotech. Thank you, students. Have a